How's it going, everybody? So, today I want to talk about the subject of specialty instant coffee. Now, those two worlds don't seem to be able to kind of coexist. They seem kind of like night and day. And honestly, specialty instant coffee sounds sort of like an oxymoron to me. But more and more in the past few months, I've been seeing more specialty coffee roasters incorporating instant coffee into their products and the things that they sell. And I hadn't tried it up until just a couple weeks ago. I bought my first little thing of specialty instant coffee. Now, I think, honestly, my expectations were a little high because the word specialty coffee should have some sort of sacredness to it, where you don't just throw specialty on something. It's like the word premium. I hate the word premium because it doesn't mean anything. It just makes whatever you're selling sound fancier. So I suppose I was expecting it to taste a little more special, but it wasn't bad. And what I want to do is I actually want to kind of just give my take on what place it has in maybe my personal coffee routine and where it makes sense as far as somebody who enjoys having coffee in the morning. Also, I want to say a big thank you to the people who are commenting under my videos and we're having dialogue and they're liking the videos. It's really very awesome to me. I love talking shop and I love talking about coffee and the industry, and so it's been a lot of fun being able to do that. Okay, so specialty instant coffee. Let's talk about what purpose it serves, because the major things that I would say are like the selling points are the convenience, the time element, and how it's very user friendly. Those are kind of the main things that I would say it's trying to work towards. Now, I have some things that I want to say about that. So first off, let's talk about the time that it takes. I mean, my goodness, bam, you got your little instant coffee in there, you pour your water, it's done. That to me, that's very nice if you just don't feel like going through the motions of creating coffee. But as far as time goes, I'll be honest with you, most of my time, as far as preparing coffee in the morning, it happens while the water's boiling. So I'm not spending tons of time. Like, it's probably another 3 minutes after I've boiled my water that I'm finished preparing my coffee. So if I'm boiling water anyways for the instant coffee, then I'm not really saving tons of time, in my opinion. As fast as it seems, I mean, unless you're literally throwing in the microwave or something, which I don't know. At least have some class. If it's specialty instant coffee, come on, let's have some standards here. But anyway, I just would say that it doesn't really alleviate that time factor as much as maybe it would advertise. Now, the convenience element, on the other hand, is huge. I mean, the amount of things that you don't have to clean and that you don't have to prepare, and it's very user-friendly in the sense of just dump your instant coffee in there, dump your water in there, and you're done. So when it comes to user error, there's really not a lot of room. If you've got your ratios right, you're basically, like, that's the only thing you have to worry about. And so as far as, like, that would be the biggest selling point for me, is the user friendliness, that you're not gonna mess up the coffee. Like, it'd be very hard to do so unless you had a real bad morning brain moment and you just, like, poured cold water in it. Like, I don't even know what you could do to really ruin it, but it would take a lot of work. Now, let's talk about two other things. I want to talk about the quality and I want to talk about the cost. The quality isn't bad. If you did apples to apples, like instant coffee to specialty instant coffee, blows it out of the water. Like, it's absolutely nuts. There's no comparison. I can drink specialty instant coffee black and I don't want to punch myself in the face. If I did that with Folgers or Maxwell House or something like that, it wouldn't be good. It would not be good. So I would definitely say that as far as comparing specialty instant coffee to just regular instant coffee, there's definitely, like, they're in a league of their own. But if I get a Guatemala instant coffee from the same roaster in the same region, and then I got that whole bean and I ground it myself and I brewed it fresh, there would just be different flavors. You would just get a different experience, and maybe someday we'll get to that point where you can get the exact same types of flavors and everything, but I don't know. I don't really see it getting there. Fresh is best in my opinion. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is the cost. Some coffee costs a lot as far as whole bean goes. Like it's not hard to spend a lot of money on coffee. But there are some, like I would say, really good coffees that when you're done with shipping, you're getting for like $20 a bag or so, maybe, 25. Now, the instant coffee that I bought came to around $15 for 6 bags. So that's $2.50 a cup, which isn't honestly very cheap. That definitely adds up. So I would say as far as cost goes versus the quality, I don't know if it really adds up. What you're paying mostly for is the convenience. That is the ultimate selling point of this instant coffee, is that you're paying for like better quality instant coffee just a quick fix. Now, I'm not saying that instant coffee isn't for anybody, because in my opinion, I think I might actually keep some on retainer because it lasts for a very long time, so that's kind of cool. But if I'm in between coffees and maybe there's some on the way and, I've run out of coffee, it'd be nice to have it as an alternative. Just if I'm if I'm wanting coffee and I've run out and I'm still waiting for more to show up, I'd say that I would totally be very, very fine with having some instant coffee. I think it'd be a kind of nice little treat, actually. My other thing about the selling point of instant coffee is I like my morning coffee ritual. I like taking out the brewer of choice today and grinding the beans and just going through that kind of flow. It's very pleasant to me. I genuinely enjoy it. And there's a plane. That doesn't matter. But anyway, so as far as selling me, like the whole angle of you don't have to go through that process to get your coffee, I like the process. I give myself enough time in the morning to make coffee, and so it's not a major hassle. So I would say that that's not a huge selling point to me. My major selling point is, hey, I've run out of coffee and I feel like having coffee this morning. So I'm just gonna grab this little bag, put it in my mug, put some water in there, and be good to go. But I definitely recommend you giving it a try. See for yourself if it's what you like. But if you're looking to go from your typical coffee, like your kind of basic level, into more specialty coffee, I don't know if this is necessarily the segue for you. It'd get a little pricey, and I don't think you'd really be getting the best out of the coffee that you'd be drinking. So I would just say there's other ways to approach specialty coffee than specialty instant coffee. But let me know in the comments if you completely disagree, or if you want to give it a try and you want to tell me your personal experience or your personal opinion. I'd love to talk about it. Listen, this is my opinion. I'm not telling you that this is law. I'm just saying that this is what I've gathered from my personal experience with specialty instant coffee. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and whatever you're doing and wherever you are, I hope you're drinking excellent coffee, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.